I'm Andrea Anthony. I'm from Eat, Drink, and Bake with Andrea, and I had to stop at this booth. I was attracted by their olive oil, and I'd like you to hear all about it. So please, tell us about where you started.
Right, so Cobram Estate was founded over 20 years ago in Australia by two farmers. They just found that they had a lot of passion and a lot of talent for growing great trees and processing delicious olive oil. So a few years ago, they came to California, started the business there, and it's just been an amazing success. California is a great place for growing and processing olive oil. So we are 100% California olive oil, and we're a vertically integrated company. So it's really special because that means that we are involved in every step of the process, tree to table. So,
And that means a lot. Hands-on is so important, and I think it gives the product a lot more passion.
Yeah, absolutely. So by being 100% vertically integrated, it really allows us to control the quality and our supply. So we actually use modern day machinery in order to harvest all of our oil. And one of our commitments at Cobram Estate is we process all of our oil within 4 to 6 hours after picking off the tree, which is really important because the olive is basically a fruit that's coming off the tree. So the moment that the olive comes off the tree, all the antioxidants are fighting to preserve all the health benefits that are in the olive.
Now, how often do you harvest the olives?
it's just once a year,
Once a
really.
year.
So yeah, we'll
And
start
what season is that?
in fall. So we'll start in September, pulling off kind of the more greener olives, and that allows our blender to be able to put different kind of tastes into the olive oil. So for example, our California Select is going to have about 7 different varietals, and a lot of those are pulled kind of from that early harvest to give that really green, fresh notes within the olive oil.
So let me ask you about the California Select. What kinds of products can we use it in? How do we use that in cooking? Is it a cooking oil? Is it a salad oil? A dipping oil? How do we use that product?
Yeah, so our California Select is actually one of the most versatile oils that we have. It's extremely complex. There's 7 different varietals that go into it. Actually, a little fun fact is our California Select in 2017 actually won the award of the most healthiest olive oil in the world in a competition in Spain.
Wow, that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah,
and you're a new company.
Yeah.
So that's a feather in your cap.
Yeah, that comes back to really owning every step of the process. You know, we have some of the most talented people in the world making this olive oil, and they really know, they're tracking exactly when to pick each kind of varietal, and they know how to blend it together so that you're able to really pull out and highlight, you know, the best of each of those types of olives. We consistently win gold awards at every show that we go to, so it's a great place to be.
That's an amazing. So you started running. It sounds like.
Yeah.
You hit the ground running, as they say.
Yeah, definitely.
So explain to us. People get confused. Cold pressed, first pressed. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that so we all understand what the difference is? People get very confused about that.
Yeah, it is confusing.
Absolutely. So the funny thing is, all extra virgin olive oil is cold pressed. So there's kind of a misconception of whenever we have somebody walk up to our booth and say, "Is your extra virgin olive oil cold pressed?" All extra virgin olive oil is cold pressed. So if you're buying extra virgin olive oil, it's going to be cold pressed.
So tell us a little bit more. So we talked about one olive oil. Can you tell us about the others and what kinds of recipes do they really show them?
So this is our brand new line that just launched, and there's 3 different flavors in here. So we have mild, classic, and robust. And they are very different, you know, in terms of what you would use them for and the flavor profiles. So a mild is going to be, you know, a little bit lighter, a little bit more approachable. Maybe use it for baking or things where you kind of just want a more, you know, mild flavor of olive oil. Our classic can be used for literally anything. You can use it for roasting, baking, sautéing, anything you want. Robust is going to be more of that olive oil that really kind of is strong, hits the back of your throat with peppery. So, you know, maybe for finishing a salad or over veggies or meat, grilling, that's going to be that stronger olive oil. All of ours have a really cool feature called our pop-up pour.
I love that.
So it's great because when you're trying to cook something at home, a lot of times, you know, you tip the bottle over and you have, you know, a bunch of olive oil that just came out. But for us, you know, you just pour right that, you can get exactly what you want just so easily, and then put it back down, and it also protects. in terms of kind of that oxidation that, you know, you want to protect your olive oil and use it within 4 to 6 weeks to really have that optimal taste and flavor. So the pop-up pour, just make sure that you're using just exactly what you need every time.
That's a great feature because most oftentimes you have to buy that.
Yeah.
So I like the idea that it comes with your olive oil.
Yep, we build it right in.
I love that.
Something else, you know, you talk about like confusion in the category. A lot of people may think that an olive oil is from one country or from one place. You have to read the label. It's so important because you may be buying something that you think this sounds maybe it's from Italy, and you turn it over and it's got 7 different countries on the origin. So you always just want to make sure that you read the ingredient panel. Something for us that's really important is we're part of the California Olive Oil Council. So you can look for this on the back of the bottles, and then you know that it is certified by the COOC, and that means it's gone through additional regulations in order to be sensory certified. So they're tasting it, they're smelling it, they're making sure it's from the most recent harvest, and it's the world's strictest regulations in terms of olive oil. So when you buy California olive oil, you know you're getting the very best.
All right, so speaking of tasting, let's try it.
All right.
Absolutely. So we're going to taste our classic blend, which is our most popular one we have. It's the most versatile oil that we have. So typically when you're tasting, there's 3 main things that you want to look for. The first thing's going to be smell. The second's going to be taste on the back of your tongue. And then the third one's going to be the pepperiness at the back of your throat, which a lot of people kind of get thrown off at first because you're not used to a little bit pepperiness in the back. But when you actually get that pepperiness, it's actually the polyphenols, which are all the antioxidants in the extra virgin olive oil.
And we want those antioxidants. We want them.
That's the reason why you're paying that premium. So actually, we're going to taste it without bread, which is a fun way of doing it. So if one of you wants to pick up your cup.
You're going to smell it first?
So we're going to put our hands over it for about 5 seconds, and what this is going to do is it's going to heat up the extra virgin olive oil, so it's going to release all the aromas.
Interesting.
So when you're smelling,
learning all about olive oil.
So when you're smelling, the first thing you want to look for is just something fresh. So when you take a whiff, you get fresh cut grass, maybe fresh tomato, you're headed in the right direction. So take a quick smell.
All right, so we're spinning. Ready?
All right, quick smell.
Oh,
So do you smell anything like grass, tomato, just anything in that aspect?
I smell grass.
Yep, so usually with all of our California oils, we do get a lot of the grassy feel. So the second one is now we're going to take a little sip of it. And you want to just get it all around your mouth, so you just kind of swish it all over there. And then when you're swallowing it, do you get an oily film on your tongue, or is it kind of come and go off your tongue pretty cleanly?
No, I mean, I would say it kind of comes and goes a little bit.
Yeah, so you get that clean taste. When you're dealing with a lower quality of oil, you're going to get a big kind of oily film on the back of your tongue, which you're going to want to kind of brush away with your teeth or maybe drink some water. Just to get it off your mouth. And the third thing you're going to be looking for is just a little bit of pepperiness at the back of your throat.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, so that pepperiness at the back of your throat, that's all the antioxidants really activating. So.
And I like the fact that it's not overwhelming.
Yep.
It's very mild.
It's very mild.
You sense it, but it's not overwhelming.
Absolutely. Now, when you move up into maybe a more robust extra virgin olive oil, you're going to get a lot more pungency in the back of your throat with that. And that's really where that extra flavor is really coming from.
I'm a bread person. So good with bread.
Yeah, well the fun thing is too, actually a lot of the times when we demo is we'll put our extra virgin olive oil over ice cream. So later in the day we'll have a happy hour which we'll have everybody come out. We'll put French vanilla ice cream out, we'll put the extra virgin olive oil, so you have just different utilities. Sometimes we put it on popcorn, so Marissa, I'm sure you have a bunch of other ways that you utilize.
That's sounding happy to me.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that, you know, we're really learning is it's great for baking. When you talk about using, you know, the mild kind of flavor, and it can come through and just add kind of a richness and complexity to some of the things that you're baking that you wouldn't expect. And it's a healthier oil to use, a healthier fat to use when you're creating, you know, those products at home. So it's really a great alternative to look at for baking.
Well, I'm interested in that because I like Italian olive oil cake.
Oh.
So it sounds like your product would fit right into a cake like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Where do people purchase your product? If you want to buy this product, where can we find it?
So you can find us at Whole Foods, you can find us at Sprouts. So those are 2 of our larger retailers. For on the East Coast, you can find us at Wegmans. We're also in many different Safeway divisions across the U.S.
Walmart as well?
Walmart as well.
That's a big one.
We'll be launching in Target in about 2 months.
Well, that's so exciting. Well, for a brand new company, you folks have accomplished a lot. I wish you both the best of luck. I know this product is going to be a success. Be sure to try it. It's wonderful.